Namaste, Jai Gurudev. Welcome to this session of happiness and fulfillment, which is devoted to the biggest asset of our life. What is the biggest asset of our life for ourselves from our point of view? Hmm? Without which even your consciousness cannot manifest. Please put up the slide, Miss Mania. Miss Mani, please put up the slide. So when I say in Sri Sri University that people are the biggest, people first strategy, they come first, because without people nothing moves actually. Nothing moves. And this is a journey from gross to the subtle. Mani can upload the presentation. So in the meantime, while she is doing that, the four pillars of learning remains the same as the context. That this also you have to treat it something like this: that your body is like a temple. Your body is like a temple. You need to understand that your body is the most important asset for you, because if that body is not healthy, if that body is sick or weak, you will not be able to actually see the value of anything in this life. The most important thing for any one of us is this. And just by knowing about it has no meaning. So knowledge is one part of it, Shravan, Manan, and then Nididhyasan. Putting that into practice is something which is very, very, very important. So first is the context. So then the andragogy, and then the agenda is there about the other parts of this. What do you understand from this? So these are the 5 layers or koshas or sheets of life. And in this unit 2, this is the only one which is at the gross level. After that, everything would go to the subtle level. So physical body, which is also known as the Annamay Kosha. Annamay, An means the food. Annamay Kosha is the first sheet of और लेयर और आवरण. आत्मा के आवरण 5 अगर कहे जाए तो उनमें से पहला आवरण जो है, जो हमें सबसे ज्यादा स्थूल शरीर के फॉर्म में दिखता है, वो है अन्नमय कोश. द बॉडी इज लाइक फूड रीअरेंज्ड. So this is the context that 5 sessions would be on one of each one of these. So today we are starting with Annamay, then we will go to Pranamay, then we will go to Manomay. So Pranamay is like etheric body, Manomay is like mental body, Vigyanmay is like intellect or buddhi, Anandmay is like your soul or consciousness, near to the consciousness. The kosha which is the nearest to the consciousness is Anandamay Kosha. Next. So can you go back to the agenda for a while, Mani? Yeah, go back. So we'll have, after the context and andragogy, we'll have introduction, types of gunas, types of foods, and healthy habits. Next. You can move on now. Yeah. So again, the Shravan, Manan, and the Nididhyasan we will talk about. Yeah. Same way. Next slide. So you become what we need.
ऋषिकेश के ऊपर एक घटना हुई नरेंद्र नगर में. नरेंद्र नगर के राजा जो है वो अपने वो राजमहल में साधु संतों को आने देते थे. रोज उनका भोजन चलता था. तो कुछ साधु आते थे, रोज भोजन करके चले जाते थे और चांदी की लोटा थाली में भोजन परोसा जाता था उनको. एक बार जो साधु एक थे वो चांदी की लोटा लेके चले गए. वो झोले में चांदी का लोटा डाल दिया, निकल गए. ये तो बड़ा आश्चर्य की बात हुई थी. ये बात जब राजा तक पहुंचा कि राजन अरे ले क्यों गए, तो 4 दिन बाद उन्होंने लाके वो लोटा वहां रख दी वापस. ये और भी बड़ा एक पहेली बन गई ये बात। अरे ये ऐसा कैसे हुआ? फिर राजा ने विद्वत परिषद को बुला के उनसे पूछा। तो विद्वत लोगों की मंडली सब मिली, सब शास्त्रार्थ के सब लोगों ने फिर पूछा गया। तो फिर बोले कि राजा आप पता लगाए उस दिन उनको क्या खिलाया आपने। कि राजा ने पता लगाया तो फिर वो डकायत ले जा रहे थे कुछ अपना माल, सामान वामान, चावल वावल, दाल सब। तो वो माल कॉन्फिस्केट कर दी थी राजमहल ने। राज सैनिक ने वो राजमहल में आ गया था और उसी चावल से इन्होंने उनको खाना बना के खिला। ये पता लगाया और उसका असर 3 दिन रहा। 3 दिन के बाद वो असर नहीं रहा तो वो उनको लगा अरे मैं क्यों लोटा लेके आए, वापस लाके मार रहे। अन्न का क्या प्रभाव हमारे मस्तिष्क पर हो सकता है, कैसे हमारा मन को सात्विक तामसिक कर सकता है, इसका एक निदर्शन करके बोला जाता है, माना जाता है।
So that is what Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, the Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji voice was there in this, that the whatever food we eat, it has an impact on our mind. मनोस्थिति पे उसका असर होता है, अपने मन पे उसका असर होता है. I hope everyone could listen this time. Otherwise, you should have reported here in the morning. Surroundings and food have direct effect on one's personality. Sugan Raval is saying. Dr. Sugan Raval, thank you. I hope everybody could see that. In any case, we should paste the link money here. So there are 3 gunas or 3 type of personalities or 3 kind of food items, 3 kind of living styles, which is called sattva, sattvic, rajasic, or rajas, or tamas. These are the 3 gunas. So you can have a sattvic personality, you can have a rajasic personality, and you have a tamasic personality. Like I told earlier also to you, I think that our Lambaji, Narendra Lambaji, that director of operations, says that you are the most sattvic vice chancellor we have ever seen in Shri Shri University. And the food we have has direct impact on our minds. Dr. Shipra Singh is saying. Good, this time you could hear that. Good to know that. Shipra, thank you. Next slide. So Sattvic, Rajasic, and Tamasic kind of personalities, which you can see from the picture as well, that what would be the behavior of a Tamasic person and what would be the behavior of a Rajasic person, and what kind of serenity you can see in the Sattvic personality. Next. So the food also are of 3 types, as I am talking about the personality. So the kind of food you eat, the kind of personality you become actually. So that is one of the most important aspects of your personality. It may or may not be fully like that, but it is very important. The video before this also I could hear. So good, Dr. Shipra. Next slide. A sattvic diet simply means light and healthy food. It does not go to the extremes of taste, neither too sweet nor too salty or spicy, just moderate. Plainly put, sattvic food is that which purifies the body and calms the mind. A sattvic diet consists of pure food, not processed too much, that is light in potency and rich in prana, life force. It energizes the body and mind. Cooked food consumed within 3 to 4 hours of preparation can be considered sattvic. The more time it goes, it converts from sattvic to rajasic and rajasic to tamasic. So same food could get converted into from sattvic to rajasic also. So it's not only that certain items are tamasic in nature, but the same item can also get converted into tamasic food. Next slide, please. Characteristics of sattvic food: pure, fresh, easy to digest. Next. Sattvic food effect on body and mind. self-control, equanimity, clarity of mind, feel light in body, highest life force food, enthusiasm, easy to digest, bring sharpness in mind, efficiency, increase immunity, spiritual practices become deep and fruitful. So these are the all impacts of the sattvic food if you take in the body. So I'm so happy that I'm here in the campus of Sri Sri University and I'm getting on a daily basis the sattvic food that I actually require. So I'm grateful to this university from that perspective that sattvic, it is the best place to have the sattvic mind, sattvic body, sattvic personality, sattvic food. Next slide, please. Any word if you don't understand, please stop me there itself. So Rajasic diet include food that provoke mental restlessness. Such food items are neither completely beneficial nor are they harmful to body or mind. Foods that cannot be categorized as either sentient or static are classified in this food group. These foods cause aggressive and dominating thoughts, especially towards others. Next slide. Rasic foods energize and develop the Manipura navel chakra and do not promote advancement towards the higher chakras. So you are lost, like in the Bloom's taxonomy, as we say that most of the teachers are lost in the remember, understand, and at the most they go up to apply stage, which is also very less. So most of the teaching learning process is lost into first two stages of the Bloom's taxonomy, which is remember and understand. So similarly, if you have Rajasic food, it doesn't allow you to have upper chakras, which are heart chakra, Anahat chakra is heart chakra, your Vishuddhi chakra, throat chakra, your Ajna chakra, Agya chakra, or the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. The above four chakras are not activated to the extent it is required to be activated if the Rajas is more, if the Rajasic foods is more, and it since activates your Manipur chakra and stops, it stops the flow upward for the development of the other chakras, which are higher level chakras, which enhances your personality. Yeah. So Rajasic food, we can go to the next now. Characteristics of Rajasic food: extremely sour, hot or spicy, irritable for the body, increases unhappiness and diseases in the body. So if you're looking for happiness, so somebody may ask, what is the relevance of food for happiness? So the answer is, if you take Rajasic or Tamasic food, then you are sacrificing your happiness. You may be satisfying your sensory organs, particularly the taste buds, for some time, but you are actually denying true happiness to be unleashed from inside the body. So what appears to be good in terms of the taste buds, even Coca-Cola might sound good to the taste buds. Pan might sound with supari and whatever jarda might sound good. It might be tasty to the tongue or the taste buds, but jarda and smoking and other things is not good for health. Next slide, please. So what it does, what is the effect of the Rajasic food? It increases desires, which is less than 200 level of consciousness, aggression, which is again less than 200. So all these, if you see imbalance in mind, stress, jealousy, problems in sleeping, lead to frustration and all that, are actually pulling you down in terms of level of consciousness. So on the one hand, if you're doing sadhana on a daily basis, but you are not managing your food, what you're doing, you're enhancing your level of energy in the morning, but you are diminishing the same by actually eating wrong food. So it is plus minus equal to zero. So it is something like that, that if you don't control your food, there is no point adding energy in the morning by exerting yourself too much and doing a lot of physical exercises, yogic asana, pranayam, dhyan, samadhi, and all that. There is no purpose of doing all that if you are going to sacrifice everything that you enhance within 2 hours. Next slide, please. All food items produced by harming living beings such as meat and fish are tamasic in nature and should therefore be avoided. Moreover, when sattvic food is prepared in a tamasic or toxic environment, it becomes tamasic and should consequently not be consumed. So this is very important. As I shared with you in the past, I think that I left in 2006 all non-vegetarian food, and before that I was a person who would never order anything vegetarian in the hotel or a restaurant. If you have to go out, eat, and pay money for that, and then you eat only ghas phoos, I used to say at that time, only vegetables, then what is the purpose of coming to this kind of a place, and why pay money for that? So that was my attitude before January 24, 2006. And as I shared with you, I was doing yoga, pranayam, and dhyan on a daily basis till that time. But this was a profound experience after doing the Sudarshan Kriya. Immediately, automatically, it happened that it got dropped. And it says that it takes 7 years. Gurudev says it takes 7 years to actually 7 years to remove the impressions of a tamasic food like meat and all that from the body. So it doesn't go so easily. It may get digested in longer number of hours as compared to fruits. Fruits get digested in about 2 hours, and vegetables and fruits and all that food that you take normally, which is sattvic, may get digested between 2 to 3 hours. But this may require, meat may require more than 12 hours, maybe, the whole day may be required for. But then what it impressions it leaves at the subtle body also, that requires a lot of time to be removed from there. So all food items produced by harming living beings, as I said, are not required to be taken. You need to learn that you don't need those kind of. Your body is not made to have those kind of foods. Tamasic foods are those which are dull, and which dull the mind actually and bring inertia, confusion, and disorientation. Stale or reheated food items that are too oily or heavy on the stomach, and artificial foods come under this category. Tamasic food can also increase the aggressive quality of rajas towards violence. Next slide, please. Characteristics of tamasic food: cooked more than 3 hours before intake, tasteless, spoiled, impure. So it is also by the number of hours that we discussed earlier also. So if it is cooked and for a long time it is not eaten, then also it becomes tamasic. So you need to understand that even vegetables can become tamasic if you don't consume within 3 hours of it being cooked. So Shashwat is asking, what about egg and milk? So milk is, as we discussed in the heart session also, that milk also has fat. It is not actually tamasic from that perspective. And egg, in any case, it's not sattvic. Egg is not sattvic at all. So you need to understand milk can be accepted in the sattvic food, but from the purpose of heart, if you are a heart patient, you need to remove the ghee part of it or makhan part of it. So as what Dr. Bimal Chhajjar was saying, that milk, if you take, you remove the fat content from there. So from that perspective, you can, depending on the situation of your heart, you may remove the fat part of it and have it. Milk essentially is not tamasic or rajasic, but when you cook it too much, and convert it into a kind of a kheer or something like that, those things become rajasic for you. So if too much of cooking takes place, then it changes the form. So milk, if you take in the raw form, means boiled milk, if you take, uh, Then and one more thing, milk has different तासीर. तासीर means अगर आप गर्म दूध पीते हैं तो आपके शरीर में अंदर जाके ठंडा करता है. Hot milk brings coolness in the body and cold milk brings hotness in the body. ठंडा दूध जो है उसकी तासीर गर्म होती है, शरीर में अंदर जाके गर्मी करता है वो. So it is an illusion that if we are taking hot milk, it will create heat in the body. It will actually bring coolness in the body. So we need to understand. जैसे दूध में अगर इसबगोल मिलाएं तो वो it will lead to cleansing of the stomach. Whereas if you take isabgol with dahi, curd, yogurt, if you take isabgol, it will bind, it will bind the stomach. And if you have dysentery, then it is advised that you should eat yogurt with isabgol. So these are very typical things which you need to understand. Next slide, please. Tasteless, spoiled, and impure it becomes if it is cooked for more than 3 hours and all that. So depression, inertia, destruction of one's life and others' life, no vision of life, extremely difficult to go deep into meditation. You may even run away from there where the meditation is going on. You may not sit there. You may not be able to close your eyes for that much of time, and so on and so forth. Those kind of things may happen to you. Next. So what are the healthy food habits? And sattva, rajas, tamas, if we have a table like this, foods that promote purity of mind and intelligence is milk, herbal. I don't like to use the word tea here. So herbal drink, like today, nowadays in BC office in Sri University, we are having a herbal drink, maybe hot. Yeah, most of the time it is coming, like hot served herbal drink. So we have what? We have milk in that? No milk in that. We have haldi, which is turmeric, black pepper, which is kali mirch, ginger, jaggery. Jaggery is what you call good, tulsi leaves, tulsi ka patta, and long, dalchini. So these are the items that we are putting and experimenting, and everybody whosoever has come here and had that drink, they are saying the taste is very good. So we have, based on the advice of Puja Gurudev, that we should have, haldi and kali mirch and all that. We thought, why not to have something raw form here? So we are making it here ourselves. हल्दी की गांठ मंगा लेते हैं, बाकी तो पत्ता, तुलसी का पत्ता वगैरह फ्रेश ही लेके आते हैं हम लोग. So ghee is sattvic, but Shuddha ghee, pure desi ghee, you should not take too much, particularly when you are suffering from heart disease, particularly the blockage of the heart. Then you should follow the advice of the doctor and you should not consume too much. In any case, anything excess is bad. Not too much of milk also, ghee also, grains also. So it should be little. Alpahar bolte hain. Alpahar means eat as much as is required, and your maybe stomach is not full. It is not even 2/3 full. It is half full. So if you have eaten and you have stood up after eating, if somebody says you can eat again, then you should be able to eat again. That much of the space should be left in the stomach that you can go ahead, with. So you may not eat again, but that what I'm saying is that you should eat only that much, which is say less than half actually, than what your body can take at a given point of time. Fresh, juicy fruits. Like on that day, I said more than 70% water. If there is some item, almost all the fruits have a lot of water content in them, and our body is about 2/3 water, 70% or more than 60% is water. So if we are taking anything which is of the same nature, like a thumb rule, so if it is having more than 60-70% water, it is good for us by and large as a thumb rule. Fresh vegetables, honey, nuts, mung beans, and you should also have peace while you are eating. This is also very important. Sometimes, somewhere I have heard that animal products are also in tamas and milk also one of them. Kindly suggest. Some of the people don't take even milk. They say milk is a product of the animals. That is why they say that milk is not something to be taken. They have an argument that milk is supposed to be taken by the child or say calf of the cow and all that. So they have a different argument from that perspective that we are not supposed to have that. That is another argument that people give. It is up to you. From my perspective, from Gurudev's perspective, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji's perspective, milk is something which we can have, but we should take care of our cows and buffaloes and all that, give them good food and things like that. If you go to Bangalore ashram, there is a huge goshala, and two cows have come here in the Sri Sri University campus, and one more truckload is actually coming. Somebody has donated cows to the Sri Sri University, so it is on the way. There was some problem due to the lockdown; the permissions were not being given. So now we have got permissions from this side. Odisha government has given permission, so we'll have more cows in the campus now. This would be probably one of the few campuses which will have cows also on the campus apart from human beings. There's बछड़े भी हैं उसके, अभी अभी हुए हैं, अभी हुए एंड बछड़े का देखिए, द बछड़ा जो काव का होता है, गाय का, वो 2 घंटे के अंदर उठ के खड़ा हो जाता है अपने आप. फिगर्स आउट हाउ टू स्टैंड अप. बट ह्यूमन चिल्ड्रन दे टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम. So rajas foods that give us motivation and keeps us attached to our ego and creates desires. So illusion में जीने के लिए, illusion में रहने के लिए, इस माया में रहने के लिए, इस माया में काम करने के लिए, ये चीजें जो नीचे लिखी हुई हैं वो इसमें दी हुई हैं सारी, जो है अनियन, गार्लिक, लेंटिल्स विच आर डार्क, citrus fruits, very spicy food, chocolate, salt, eating too fast. So how you eat also makes a difference. So if you are at peace, if you bless your food, if you thank all the people who were involved in making this food come to you. So what we say, अन्नदाता सुखी भव, गुरु जी कहते हैं खाना खाने से पहले ये प्रार्थना करें तो सब उसके जो दोष हैं वो नष्ट हो सकते हैं उसमें से. And when you bless that food, you clear the negative energy from the food. If you take that food with your total attention and awareness on taking your food with the intention that this will increase your energy levels in the body, then that food becomes purified for you. So how you eat food also makes a difference. So one is food that promote purity of mind and intelligence. Other is your mind and intelligence is purifying the food, and that is also equally important. So by your intention, you can convert a sattvic food into a rajasic or tamasic food. If you have a lot of desires and all those thoughts are being processed in the mind, you are converting your food into your, what your thoughts are at that point of time. So red meat is like tamasic food, foods that make our mind sluggish and promotes diseases, alcohol, fast food, fried food, some of the things you might find common in this. Frozen food, canned, stale food, refined sugars. रिफाइंड शुगर का कहते हैं 2 घंटे तक आपका जो है वो इम्यूनिटी लेवल गोज डाउन बाय आई थिंक 50%. So Gurudev is is actually saying a lot against the refined sugar. So we have stopped in our Kaivalya now usage of the refined sugar. Tobacco, I mentioned to you, tobacco, soda, and all these alcohol and all these things. What is the alternative to the refined sugar is jaggery. We are taking jaggery nowadays. Even honey, the pure honey is also a good alternative, but we are using jaggery because jaggery is in any case good. And if you have this honey also, it is also good. And how to take honey also has a lot of other options as well. So this was the comparative chart that was in front of you between Sattva, Rajas and Tamas as I was talking to you. Next slide, please. So see what you are eating. Are you consuming too many calories in your diet and don't have enough time to burn them? So if you are not walking too much, if you're not exercising too much, then you should have the food also accordingly. Add green leafy vegetable to your diet. They are a rich source of proteins, iron, calcium, and fiber. It would be ideal if you could include all these 6 different types of taste: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, pungent, and astringent. at least once a day. Next slide, please. Know when you drink water. Drinking plenty of water also helps detoxify the body and gives a glowing skin. However, avoid drinking water during meals as we discussed last time, I think, as it slows down the digestion process. It is advisable to have water 30 minutes before or after the meal. So during this 1 hour, plus time. So when you start your meal 30 minutes before, after the completion of the meal 30 minutes. So say 1 hour, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes the total time you should not have water. Drinking water in the morning before brushing helps in flushing out toxins from the system, cleansing the intestines, and ridding the body of disease. Even after doing Sudarshan Kriya, it is said that you must drink water so that it cleansing, it detoxifies the body. So detoxification is very important, particularly through the water. So one is the breath that detoxifies you. Once you have done the detoxification with the breath, the next thing is you drink water so that it detoxifies at the level of water as well. Next slide, please. Chew your food, 30 to 40 times. every grass, of that. एक एक जो है जो आप लेते हैं, एक एक कौर जो आप लेते हैं, so that the food becomes a paste and is ready for stomach to do its digestive magic. Sip water and other liquids, slowly roll it around in your mouth and then swallow. So both the cases, you should convert the solid into liquid and then take it. So what it also does is the saliva also gets mixed with the food. And for water also, if you roll it in the mouth, it is there in the mouth for some time, then it also is mixing the saliva. So this activates saliva, which contains digestive juices, which are very important. So the power of the water or power of the food gets multiplied. So if you need 2.5 liters of water to be taken in, if you are blessing the water and if you are doing this, the way it has been asked here, that you chew like water to be chewed. So take and rolling it in the mouth and all that, mixing that. So you may require half the amount of water what is generally prescribed for you. So that much is the effectiveness that it brings if you follow these two things. One is to bless water, and one is to use it in the mouth, for saliva activation. Next slide, please. Keep away from fast food and soft drinks. Carbonated soft drinks have a higher sugar content, which will lead to obesity, diabetes, and dental cares you require actually. So you have problems for that. Next slide. It's best to reserve 20 to 30 minutes for your meal time. Don't eat in a hurry. You will overeat. Use your meals as a time to relax, rejuvenate, and celebrate life. Although every moment should be like celebration, but never lose this time of taking food. So I say relax every moment. While you are in action also, you should relax. So action and relaxation should coexist even at the time of eating your meals, and rejuvenation should take place simultaneously as your heart functions every moment, but it never stops, but it never says I'm tired. So action and relaxation must coexist and should act simultaneously or immediately one after the other, so that it appears that it is happening simultaneously. Next slide, please. Never skip your breakfast. Breakfast is perhaps the most important meal of the day, as the body prepares itself for the whole day ahead. And it is said that you eat the maximum during the morning breakfast time, then you eat lesser than that in the lunch time, and then you eat lesser than that in the dinner. Generally, in Delhi, people do the opposite. They take the dinner as the maximum quantity of food. So we need to understand the difference between these. Next slide, please. Timing of meal timings. The stomach will get trained to secrete acid at those times, leading to better digestion. Failure to maintain those timings will make the stomach feel confused. So your body is like a computer. So whatever programming that you do, it will start working accordingly automatically. It is like smart. It is like artificial intelligence that we say we are making with human intelligence into the machines. That is like artificial intelligence, but we don't bother to take care of our own system that we are endowed with. Next slide, please. Boost your digestion. Sitting in Vajrasan is something for a few minutes after having food helps you. This yogic posture enhances blood circulation in the lower abdomen and improves the digestive process. This is the only asana which is prescribed after you consume the meals. There is no other asana, no other yogic exercise which is prescribed except for this. Next slide, please. So, importance of food as per Vedas. What is the importance of food? Is it important or not? What you have learned up till now? Are there any questions? Please write in the chat box. Are there any questions right now at this stage? Please write your questions, any, if you have any. White sugar, refined sugar, I've already said, Shashwat, that it is jaggery or honey. Next, anyone has any question or what you have learned up till now? Your body is like a temple. As you go to the temple with cleanliness, you go with humility, you go with gratitude, you go with a sense that there is something which is better, and you ask something from there most of the time. So your body is like a temple. Unless you, as you give प्रसाद in the temple, प्रसाद चढ़ाते हैं जैसे मंदिर में हम जो है, so इसी तरह से भोजन जो है, the food should be considered as you are serving भोग to the divine. जैसे डिवाइन को दिया जाता है भोग लगाने के लिए, उसी तरह से it is something like that, that your body is also divine, and you need to, you need to take care of your body as if it is something which is the most precious thing that you have. Gurudev also says very often that your body is the precious gift given to you by nature, and you must possess it like that, that it is the best gift that you have. In your three states, like waking state is the thing that you see the most of the time. Your two-thirds of your life is in the waking state, and if you are not able to do well during that time, then how you will go ahead in your life. So you need to understand and appreciate the importance of the Annamay Kosha. Mani, what about your presentation? So importance of food as per Vedas. Next slide. The creative energy in the food is like Brahma. The nourishing energy in the food is like Vishnu. The transformation of food into consciousness is like Shiva. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, as we say, the Trinity of God, generator, operator, destroyer, all three acting here. Next slide, please. Healthy food is equal to healthy body and mind. So your body cannot remain healthy unless you have a healthy food that is going inside you. So it's very critical, it is very important that your body is healthy for you, and there the world is actually recognizing the importance of the healthy body, and for that you need to have healthy mind, and you need to, if you have any question you can ask. Next slide is. Your diet is a bank account. Good food choices are good investments. So it's like a bank account. Your diet is like a bank account. You need to be very careful about what kind of food you choose. Now I am become very choosy. Earlier I was not that much. I even don't eat something which is grown below the ground as vegetables. And Jainis don't prescribe that. Jainis say that you should eat fruit, you should eat vegetables which are grown above the ground because they have positive energy. We also need to understand one is the content from different perspectives. One is understanding of food items in terms of energy, whether energy is high or energy is low. So I distinguish between these two. I will show you if we have time today that you keep some item of the food in the left hand and the right hand somebody is doing this kind of an exercise with you. That is pushing his your hand down and you are having apple in the hand or onion or garlic in the hand and you realize whether it is going down or not so easily. So whether you are increasing your strength by holding that in the hand or you are depleting your strength by holding that particular item in the hand would tell you whether this item is suitable for you or not. So for me, the distinction is not much of sattvic and non-sattvic food. If we divide into two categories, it is sattvic or non-sattvic. So for me, it is an energetic food or non-energetic food, or positive energy food or negative energy food. For me, there are only two classifications in my real life. So Mani is saying the food having lot of seeds inside of them are low in energy, like brinjal. Brinjal is a special case which is above the ground and it is not considered something which is giving you positive energy. So it is the food. You keep brinjal in your left hand and see what is happening to your body, whether your body is accepting that or not. So brinjal is found to be like begun, bagan. Bagan is like begun, बिना गुण का जो सब्जी है उसको कहते हैं बेगुन, बैंगन, brinjal. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So Annadata Sukhi Bhava, as I was telling you earlier, so that is the prayer you can say that all those people who were involved in bringing the food to the level that you are eating it now. So before you eat, you pray to all of them. जिसने बीज भी बोया, जिसने पानी दिया, जिसने खाद डाली, जिसने जो भी कुछ सेवा करी, उस अन्न को आप तक पहुंचाने में. So all those people who were involved in bringing the food to the level that it has come to you, you pray to the well-being of all of them, to the happiness of all of them, that they remain happy and peaceful. So Annadata means the giver of the food. Be happy, be in a state of happiness. Next slide, please. So we will do a little meditation, or if you have any questions, you can ask. You can choose. Actually, you can choose. You have 10 minutes. You want meditation or you want question answer? So Shashwat, Ramanji, Pujan are saying meditation. Dijesh Nigam is also saying meditation. Dr. Hemkant is also saying meditation. Till now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have responded. 6 people have responded. Dr. Shukra is also saying meditation. Anyone else? So let's sit straight. Let us sit straight, spine erect.